Afternoon, everyone. Mayur Joshi, Head of Research at MarketSmith India. Now, the budget took place on a Sunday, which is a unique event in itself. And what really spooked the markets on the budget day was the STT announcement that came on the futures and the options segment, which led to a massive sell-off in the main indices as well as the broader markets. If one leaves aside the STT, the kind of budget allocation that has happened, the budget expenditure has got increased significantly to 53.8 lakh crores. The capital allocation of the capex spend has been significantly higher on a year-on-year basis. The defense outlay has improved 20% to 5.9 lakh crores. Roads and railways outlay respectively to 2.8 to 2.7 lakh crores respectively. The nominal GDP target which has been assumed is very conservative in my opinion at 10%. But by own expectation, looking at the US trade deal or the talks which have now begun in terms of finalization of tariffs at 18% for India, which is again very, very competitive compared to our emerging peers, whether it's Indonesia, Vietnam, Bangladesh, which stand at 19 or 20% respectively, and China at 32%, is going to change the dynamics. The EU FTA, like we discussed a week ago in our video, has already been described as the mother of all deals, with 30% of the global GDP being affected positively with this deal. And what this really does is export-oriented sectors which are got beaten down, textiles, shrimp makers, jewelry players, all bounce back very, very smartly. In the Indian context post-budget, with the expanded capital allocation, the expectations in terms of tax holidays given to data centers to 2047, the expectations in terms of accelerated spending when it comes to defense, railways, roads, the logistic cost as a percentage of GDP has come below 8%, which is a huge positive. And therefore, in my opinion, nominal GDP growth as is very, very conservative. It should hit at least 11%. The targeted revenue growth in terms of tax revenues is also very conservative in my opinion. And therefore, as all three cylinders start firing in terms of investments, manufacturing and consumption, I think the Indian economy from a macro perspective looks on a very, very stable and strong ground. As far as the micro perspective is concerned, as all these elements start flowing into corporate balance sheets, at 12 to 14% earnings growth not ruled out. And therefore, what we expected to be a manic Monday, with Trump's announcement on Monday night related to tariffs on India, it turned out to be a fabulous Tuesday. The sentiments have definitely changed for the markets, and India's underperformance compared to its emerging and global peers for the last 18 months should show signs of stability and improvement. There is an RBI policy which is due on Friday. The expectation largely is a neutral policy expected to come through with no rate decreases happening, but a very, very positive and a stable commentary expected to come through from the RBI governor. And therefore, I think sentiments have changed. Capital investments will mean more flows into infrastructure. Private capex is expected to come back. And therefore, sectors within the capital goods, infrastructure, manufacturing, data centers are obviously going to benefit big time. For all the support that is needed for that at the back end is the financial system, and therefore banks and NBFCs should continue to invest, with also expectations of consumer staples with discretionary spending expected to go by. All in all, if you leave aside the STT, it was a balanced budget with the US trade tariff news coming through. It has added to positive sentiments for the market, and therefore I think structurally the worst should be over for our markets. And let's see, as earnings pick up, the next few quarters should be extremely positive. For more such learning videos, watch us on MarketSmith India.